Hi, good day. My name is Steven Daniel. I'm from L2 Icon, and as part of our charity Premier Charity Drive, co-organized by Legal Plus and L2 Icon, today we have Agape Outreach for the Blind, and representing them today is Mr. David Gibb. He's an administrator there, and he's also visually impaired. So, without further ado, I would like to dive into the first question, which basically, David, could you tell a little bit more about Agape?
Okay, just a brief introduction, a bit of history. We started way back in 1976 as a student Christian fellowship in the School for the Blind in Star Park. So during that time, we have a group of students. They come together every week for some fellowship. And after that, later on when they have graduated, so they decided to form their own organization. So it was in 1991. So we officially registered ourselves as Agape Outreach to the Blind, a non-profit Christian organization located in Brickfields, Kuala Lumpur. So our objective is to cater to the spiritual needs as well as the physical and social needs of the blind. So what we do is that we hold weekly gatherings. We organize camps and outings. We do home and hospital visits. We give counseling as well as financial aid to the needy blind.
Okay, thank you, Brother David. May I also know, all this while, your organization has been running 20 over years. How many people have you helped during this period?
Currently, we have an active membership of about 70 blind individuals. But over time, ever since Agape was formed in 1991, we have been helping hundreds of blind people all over Malaysia, including Sabah and Sarawak. So these people include those who are newly blind, especially those who have just lost their eyesight due to accident or sickness. Yeah, we have members or friends who lost their eyesight due to car accident overnight. And for those who face like sickness, they lost their eyesight due to diabetes. Yeah. We also help those who are with multiple disability, such as the deaf, blind. So you can imagine, as a blind person, it is already very challenging. What more, if a person is without eyesight and also without hearing, it's very tough. And we also help those who are depressed due to blindness. And also those who are housebound because they are too protected by the family. So we try to encourage them to come out, try to convince the parents that somehow one day they have to be independent. They cannot be depending on the parents for their whole life. But we also help those with family issues, all this. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, David. And also, to run your organization, how much do you require monthly for your efforts, your causes, and all that thing?
Considering our monthly rental, utilities, employee pays, transport expenses, food, and other expenses during our weekly gathering and also outings, we need at least 10 to 12,000 a month in order to run our organization effectively. But bear in mind that this 10 to 12,000 ringgit is just our monthly operating costs. And because of this prolonged MCO that's been going on for more than 1.5 years now, so we have been trying different ways to raise funds to help those blind individuals who have lost their income, especially the blind masseurs, those who are doing sales and the baskets.
And as for MCO, you mentioned about MCO 1.5 years, right? How much has it affected your operations, and how maybe in a different way you are helping your members because they too are blind, right? They too are not able to earn a living. So how does Agape help?
As mentioned earlier, we are trying to actually raise funds to give them financial aid. Because we know that most of our members and friends who are blind, they are staying away from their family members. In other words, actually they are from outstation, they come to KL and work, and they are renting rooms. So every month they have to cover their rental. So we don't give them food because there are other NGOs who are giving them food. So we feel that financial aid is the best, at this time and at this moment to help them. Yeah.
And I believe you're also helping out. You have those who are individuals, you get a certain amount, and then those who have families, they have a wife, kids, they also get a certain amount because to supplement their, or rather not supplement, because they are lacking funds during this period, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we, especially those with families, with children, we know that even if the parents if they don't eat, the children also need to eat. So especially children, they are still schooling, so we give more attention to them. So when we provide financial aid, we give them a bigger portion because we know their commitments. So we also try to engage groups from outside. It can be church group, can be friends from outside to help them. For example, we have individuals who are willing to take up one or two families, groups to take up one or two families to help them, to give them some financial aid, 300 to 500 ringgit a month, every month. Yeah. So in this way, some of our burden is lifted, so we can concentrate on others who are in need.
So apart from helping raise funds for this group of your members who are blind and all, what other areas does your organization need help in?
We need volunteers. Yeah, volunteers, especially those who can come over to our center to do reading, like reading letters, water and electric bills, sometimes even reading books or newspaper. And some of our blind friends, they need volunteers to go shopping. Yeah? Blind people also need to go shopping. Yeah, like buy groceries, clothes, run some errands, especially to the bank or to the ATM machine. And also for hospital appointment. Yeah, this can be a bit challenging because normally hospital appointments require long hours, sometimes 3 to 4 hours.